clues and get back into Nihil's weave. We can't find him, then there ain't no locking him back in whatever bottle he came from.
Hey guys!
That's it, I guess. That energy resonance. You see it change?
So, just to recap for Glassmaker episode 3, after yesterday I said I tried to remake a quick footage of this, so just recap on it. So, we're looking for your 5 clues. In the first one, you'd find one here. Like I say, a reminder for everyone, it's not going to be the same for every player because there are different variations. So this is just one of them. If you guys are lucky to have the same one as me, then this is pretty easy. So you got one here. Your little floof, which is a little thumper.
Kid's toy. That is messed up right there.
And you want to come around to the second corner, just behind.
Weapons, tech, armor, but a scruffy little floof? If I didn't know better, I'd say he felt something.
You have a burnt out communication tech.
Wouldn't have been tolerated. Our victim found a way to eavesdrop on encrypted channels. An agent for a Solaris United Whisper network? Looks like he was giving colonies advance warning of Grenier attacks. Our boy wasn't a coward saving his own skin. He was risking his life out of a sense of morality. Obligation.
And then you want to come over here to this cache, and you'll find a weapon. And one of them is a Kraken.
Standard issue for the Grenier, but hasn't been fired in a good long while. Chambers clean, mags empty. What kind of Grenier doesn't use their weapon?
And then the fourth one, you want to walk over to this side towards the extraction point. And the fourth one, you want to go behind towards this pathway. And it's just right here. And you have the Steel Meridian logo.
So our boy was a reader. Somebody with questions, not very Grenier. Goes against all their indoctrination. Like my mama always said, nobody likes a thinker.
And the final one would just be over here in the middle, like off the extraction point here, close to the middle. And this would be the one where you get that special word. So nothing on that particular of the chip, but you look at the pink word there, which is kill. Alright. The only tip that I would give you guys is when you go in and you see the burnt out communication tech item is to look carefully before jumping it, because there is another item that looks semi-similar to this in terms of its color and stuff whatnot as well. So just make sure you have a proper good look before you jump it or you'll fall. But then again, it's not a big massive loss if you have to read it again. You just lose 5 cephalites, but that's that. Alright, so one here. Around the corner is another 2 on the ground behind here, the cache, and then 2 on the other side, just behind the wall and at extraction point. And the last quick thing we're going to go and look at would be the new Steel Path update. And you can just go to any relay. There's no specific relay, so you can just go to any relay, and you're going to go and speak to Tension. So the only way for you to be able to actually access the Steel Path is if you've completed the whole entire star chart and arbitration. Once you've completed the arbitration, you're entitled to speak with Tension, and he'll unlock you on the Steel Path route. on unlocking the Steel Path route, I will also say that this includes unlocking the junctions all over again. For some of the new players, this would be probably your second time. For veteran players like myself, it will be your third time unlocking the star chart. Alright. So you're just going to fast travel to Tension, and you're just going to come up here where all the other people are, and you're going to talk with him. Currently I'll say Steel Path Honors. But when you interact with him, he's going to give you some dialogue, and then he's going to ask you, are you ready to take on the challenge? Yes, and I'm ready. And both are, to be honest, are the same. It's basically yes or yes. You don't really have a choice. But it's just whichever you feel like taking. And then afterwards, you'll get to see the shop. So the Steel Essence you gather by completing nodes across the star chart as rewards. And after that, you can trade them in. You get some stance formas, Kuva, the relic pack, and 4 pieces of armor set for your tenant. But actually, it's good for your operator from the looks of it. So it's operator gear armor. So we look at the stance forma. It's only 1 forma, unlike the aura forma, which takes 4 to make. So they've reduced the cost of it. And it takes only 10 steel essences, so it's not too bad. I would say definitely not waste your steel essences buying the relic pack, because you only get 3 random relics, which you could easily farm from missions. And I do not see the pain of having to grind, for steel essence just to get these. It's totally not worth it. So at most, the armor set, a stance forma if you really want the stance forma, and the Kuva really. In all honesty, in my opinion, the rewards are very unfulfilling and very unrewarding. That's my personal opinion. But it's something for players to sort of do on the side if you find yourself with nothing to do. And then what you want to do is you're going to go back to your ship. And on your navigation panel, you're going to see a new feature, which is right here. You've probably seen it on the dev streams, but for those who haven't seen some of the dev streams, you're going to find a little arrow that appears here. So you can switch between 2 systems, which is the original one and the Steel Path one. So when you go into Steel Path, all of these will be completely reset, and you'll start on Earth on E Prime. And you'll work your way through each of these mission nodes and unlocking the junctions as well and fighting the specters. Let's see. Nightmare modes. If you see nightmare modes, they will not really have much of a difference. There is no Steel Path nightmare modes, just to let you know. So the only one you can do is basically just that. And that is really it. For after doing Mariana, you can't go to see this, and you have to do 1 bounty to unlock it. And once you've done that 1 bounty, you can unlock the path going towards Everest, Cervantes Arpo, which is the Archwing, and going to do Oro, which is Vayak. What I will suggest is, if you've got weapons, like Archwing weapons you want to level up, you can go to these Archwing missions on Steel Path to level them up. If you're like trying to farm out your stuff, these are really good for XP, and the best part of the Steel Path thing is you get mastery rank points on top of it. So it is definitely worth doing if you're wanting to get more mastery rank points, but it's not something that you should feel you want to burn yourself out on, and just take it at your own pace. So that is my utmost advice and suggestions about the whole Steel Path update. There were a couple of things that were mentioned in the patch notes. So those who want to use like energy restore pads or extra shield restore pads or ammo restore pads, you're looking to have a 1-minute cooldown between each one that you use. So you just need to be very mindful. So there is a cap to it. So it's not like you can spam multiple ones like you do on the original system. So you just need to be very mindful. If you are playing with a group of friends, be strategic in how you guys tend to take down certain missions, I guess. They are no more harder than what you normally face in sorties. They are lengthy, so don't expect to clear them as fast as you normally would. But definitely a lot of enemies that spawn as well, so you just gotta be mindful of those. I would say where you have frames where you rely heavily on strength but have minimal efficiency, I will suggest either having someone on your team that can provide you energy or that you can self-fulfill with energy, such as your generic. Those are mostly like the things that I do suggest. And it depends how much you tend to spam like your Warframe abilities as well. Do bring decent weapons into play with your mobs because they are very tanky. So Curse of Projection is much recommended. Alright. I haven't gone as far as to doing the other planets yet because I only did a couple on Earth yesterday. I've managed to unlock Earth and I've managed to unlock the Mars and the Venus junction at least, so I could potentially go either way to Mars, Venus, or Lua. But yeah, I think it's soloable. If you're used to soloing, definitely there are maps, that are soloable. It just depends if you want to or not. Those who are used to being sort of like the lone wolf, I don't think you'd have any issue if you're used to it so much and doing that on your sorties and you're well equipped. It is very important, I would say, to bring a decent frame and a decent weapon. Do not try to bring in a brand new unranked frame into this. I do not suggest that. So for those who think you could cheese and sponge off people, I would not recommend it. You would die horrendously fast. So that's that. Alright. Let's see, what else is there's new? Oh, one of the best things that kind of happened was the Kuva Lich larvaling that we had. So a lot of people always end up pressing X really fast or accidentally without checking like what larvaling that they had for the weapon and stuff whatnot, and it would mean that people accidentally grab it and then they have to farm up a whole entire lich before they can get it again. So they finally implemented the section where you have to actually hold X down to mercy the larvaling. So thank you, DE, for giving that to us, and we'd have to no longer grind our hearts off for such meaningless things that we weren't after to begin with. Alright. So that's that for today, and I will catch you guys a bit later.